Hello Taurus, welcome to Tab's Tarot. I want to wish you all well. I send blessings to those of you who are ill and I hope you get well soon. I want to say thank you for being here, watching the reading. I thank you so much for all your support with the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm just trying to make it grow and just need all the help and support I can get at the moment. But I thank you for your support that you give. I want to cleanse your cards. Let's get your cards cleansed out of the way. Cleanse and consecrate these cards to give a clear, precise reading for Taurus. Cleanse and consecrate this space to give Taurus a clear, precise reading. Okay. Good. Okay then. So, cleansed your cards. Cleansed your space. Got a mess as usual. Want to say please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and if you can kindly like and subscribe to the channel, I'll be truly grateful because I really am struggling with it. Ooh, my hand. So let's get on and let's get your reading going. So, message for Taurus, please. Okay. Knowing heart. It says, knowing heart, heed your intuition. So, number 6. So it says, dear heart, you have lived with immense pressure to always know what to do in any given circumstance. Yet even you, my knowing heart, can become tired, numb, hurt and confused if you are not supported. You may even buckle under the pressure, under the stress of having to make huge decisions which will impact every part of my life. I often implore you to know all the answers without giving you the rest and the nourishment you need. I beseech you to tell me about my love life without helping you heal from past hurts. Yet when you warn me that there could be likelihood of a lot of pain, I turn away from you and ignore you. I then act on my desires and become crushed when things don't work out, saying that your warning was not loud enough. I expect you to step up and have a sharp intuition without realizing that if I keep ignoring your whispers, they get softer. I'm sorry for the intensity of my expectations. I know I need to listen more and recognize that at times you need healing, kindness and fun to recover in order to be able to offer the best of yourself. I am willing to slow down, connect with you and heed your intuition. The heart healing says, close your eyes and ask to meet your knowing heart. If this part had a face, what would it look like? Does it seem happy, tense or sad? Does this part of you need any regeneration, love and compassion? How can you offer this? Is it through loving words, rest, kind actions and a gentle touch? Take a moment to do whatever feels right. If the knowing heart had a voice, what would it say to you right now? Listen, thank this part and start heeding it. Okay. So I want to pull you 6 tarot cards. Sorry, incense going down my throat. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Fire. We have Patience. Two of Swords. We have Hierophant, and we have the Magician. And we're going to take this out from the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to clarify as I go along. So, first of all, we have the 8. Hold on a minute. Sorry, that was my son's dog. Every now and again, he wants to come and lay down with me, but as soon as I start doing tarot, he barks at me to get out. Hold on, someone at the door now. No, it was the dog deciding to lay at the top of the stairs, so the other one can't come up. Anyway, so 8 of Pentacles. This talks about the fruits of your labour, your comforts, your rewards, your luxuries. There is contentment and self-sufficiency here. You do have plenty, and you are financially independent, financially secure, and you're living this privileged life. You had this privileged lifestyle. You may even be playing, is it a cello or the bass? But anyway, you do have this privileged lifestyle. Oh, hold on, I haven't shuffled these. Need to shuffle them. Okay, so why is the 8 of Pentacles here? Okay, so we have the Princess of Torches. Now this is the Page of Wands. It could be that there is some inspirations and ideas that's coming into you. It could be something you want to explore, or there are things you are discovering. I do feel that there is adventure, excitement and freedom here. You could be like a free spirit, wanting to get out and spend time in nature, you know, just getting back to the basics. And instead of leaving the, you're like wanting to leave the comfort of your home behind, and you're wanting to go and live in a little hut in the woods and just cook round a campfire and just get back to nature. And it's just you having a connection back to the earth, to spirit and all that. You know, you just have this urge that you want to do it. You want to get out there. You want to do camping. You know, you just want to be free from everyday life and just live a little bit wild, live on the wild side. So we got the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is normally people stabbing you in the back, leaving you to bleed out, turning their backs on you. But I feel that someone is ripping this last chapter out of the book. Maybe they're coming round now. They're wanting to make this connection with you. Maybe it's that they're coming round now and they want to connect up and they want that chapter destroyed because they want to rewrite it. You got the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands talks about celebrations, joy, harmony. There could be an engagement, a home reunion. There could be a graduation, a coming of age. It could be anything. But I do feel that there is a celebration coming up that you may hear about. So let's find out what's going on. What is this celebration with the Four of Wands? There's going to be a judgment. There is going to be a judgment here. I do feel that someone may need to listen to their inner calling. You could be going through a new phase. Hold on, I've got to go and sort this. That's it. He's downstairs now. It's still as loud. Sorry about this. So yeah, there is a judgment. I feel that you may need to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe it's that you don't agree. Perhaps it's someone leaving home, travel, and maybe you don't agree with it. You're not happy with the way things are out there. But it could be that you may need to view things from a different perspective, and get some deeper insight as to what's going on. And then you may be okay with it. But as I say, there is some travelling. I mean, it could be that maybe your daughter and your granddaughter and that are relocating abroad, or your son is. Maybe you're moving abroad, or they're moving abroad. And there's a lot of excitement here, knowing that they're going off to a better life, a new beginning. It does hurt at times when you just suddenly get hit with, we're moving abroad, we're leaving this country, we're doing this, we're doing that. And it can cut a little bit deep. But I mean, this could be what you're giving them, a little send-off party and that. You have Temperance. Temperance talks about balance, peace, patience, doing things in moderation. I do feel you may need to be watching your time. Time may be of the essence, to get things up and sorted and running. But I do feel that things are going to work out better. There is some inner calm here. There is tranquility, and I feel that there is a harmonious relationship. It could bring in your soulmate, and it could bring in serenity. This could be you going abroad and starting a whole new life. So, once again, Aries had this one. We have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is saying that you have choices. And you normally got the 7 cups with different things in the cups. And they always warn you, be careful of what cup you choose. It may not be what you think, because there will be only one cup that will connect with you. You could pull one cup that you think is for you, and you get a snake jump out at you, and you've got this fear of snakes. So they're telling you to think logically, be sensible when you do your choices. Like this person who's going to push the fire alarm button. She may think it's good. She may enjoy seeing fire engines rushing there with all their sirens blazing and that. And the old sirens going and the blue lights. But the thing is, by you pushing that button and getting that fire brigade there because you want a bit of excitement, you want to see all the firemen and all that, because you may have a little fetish for them. But it could be that that fire engine was needed somewhere else, and you have just cost someone valuable time, and maybe something could turn out catastrophic because you wasted their time calling them to where you are. So you really need to think wisely about what choice you make. We've got 6 of Swords here. So this is saying that someone is wanting to leave. They feel abandoned, they feel unloved, they feel insecure where they're living, and they want to leave. They are deciding that they are now going to move on. Things may have been rocky, things may have got a little bit argumentative and unbearable, and you just want to get away. But the only problem is you've got snow there, so you've got to try and get through the snow to get away, unless you've got a sledge. So things may be a little bit difficult, but I do feel that, you know, there is no doubt that you do want to move on. We had the 2 of Swords, so there may be some difficult decisions that you need to make. You may need to balance your decisions and weigh up your options, because it could, if you hold on too long to this, it could cause avoidance, a deadlock, a stalemate, leaving you stuck. But is what I would say is you need to think long and hard before you make any decisions. And I feel that that could be where you start to get clarity, because it could be going into stagnation if you don't hurry up and make the choice that you need to. So let's clarify 2 of Swords. So we have the 4 of Stones. So the 4 of Stones is saying that maybe you're holding on too tightly to something. Now, normally it's about money, but it could be that you're holding on and you're like keeping the baby in this cot because you feel that's where the baby's going to be safe. maybe you had things to do. You're wanting to work, but you can't do it with the child sort of playing and running around. So you've got them trapped in the cot while you do your work. It could be that things are starting to be a little bit more expensive than what you thought. And it may be that you're having to start penny pinching. Maybe you had money before and you were just throwing it out there. Oh yeah, we've got a baby on the way. We must buy this expensive pushchair. We must buy this expensive cot. We must buy this expensive clothing. And you could have gone a little bit silly. And now the baby's here and the baby's growing. It may be that you're struggling to clothe the baby because you went and brought all this expensive stuff, not thinking about the long-term results, you know, that you're going to need bigger clothing further down the line, because babies grow at such an alarming rate that they're not in them clothes for very long. I mean, it's like my firstborn, I brought him 0 to 3 months clothing. They didn't even fit him. And I had to go out and buy like 6 to 12 months and upwards. And, you know, it may be that you're not prepared for the expenses as how fast the children grow. We have 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords, it could be that you're getting out there and you are seeing this woman with nothing on, and you know, she's taken your eye. Now she could be there just to wreck your marriage. You know, you may be turning an eye and looking at her, but she may be there to wreck your marriage, because nobody would stand like that out in the cold. So I feel that there is some sort of conflict here, and it's going to create an upheaval. You could go through some sort of loss, which could be your family disown you, turn against you. And this person could be competing, like trying to compete with your wife, doing things for you that your wife maybe wouldn't do. And I feel that it could be causing lots of disagreements here. And you're someone who doesn't like defeat. You are someone that wants to win at all costs, and it doesn't matter how much spitefulness or, you know, nastiness you do to someone. You just have to win. You could be lying, cheating, stealing, bullying. You know, you will go to any lengths just to win. And it could be that you're going through an abusive relationship. The Hierophant normally talks about the institutions. So this could be that this person is after a marriage with you. It could be that she knows you've got marriage, so she's a bit of a gold digger. And I do feel that you need to be careful. If not, this could be someone who is high up spiritually, and maybe wanting to cast spells on you, wanting to marry you. So I really do feel that you need to be careful. Clarify the Hierophant. Okay, so you got the 2 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles normally talks about you having multiple priorities, and there could be some news coming in with time management, and that time management may mean that you have to be locked away, because where you're so intent on this woman, you've got physical with your wife and she's pressed charges on you, and it could be that you're now having to do a little bit of time on His Majesty's pleasure, and you now are trapped for a certain period of time. So you need to balance up your decisions and weigh up your options. We have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles talks about someone who is very charitable, someone who does a lot of giving, a lot of receiving. There is balance here, and she is sharing wealth. There is charity, gifts, presents here with this. And she is the sort of person that is all giving. She is a wise old woman because she is a whole lot older. And maybe she's going there to light a candle. Perhaps she's got a confession to make or something. The Magician. The Magician is asking you to take action. There is some sort of creation here that you are doing. It could be that you're manifesting something, and there is power and clarity here. You have a lot of self-confidence and willpower. You have a skill to create. And you have this concentration and resourcefulness. So you have the power to manifest what it is that you want. Clarify the Magician. What is it the Magician wants? Seven of Torches. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Torches. So Seven of Torches is Seven of Wands. So I feel that there's been some barriers put up. Stopping just anybody coming in. You may be trying to protect your land, your family. Or it may be that you're trying to protect yourself and you've put these boundaries up to try and protect yourself. And you think that you're Robin Hood, or no, what's that other one? Peter Pan. So you think you're Peter Pan or Robin Hood, and you can only come in on a string because you have this high walls up to protect yourself, possibly your family as well. We also have King of Wands. King of Wands is a natural leader, a visionary leader. He's an entrepreneur. He's someone who can see the bigger picture. And this bigger picture may be telling you a totally different story. He is someone who is career focused, and someone who will sort out any challenges that come along. We have the Nine of Wands here. So Nine of Wands normally still talks about boundaries, the last stand. This is you gearing up for the worst. This is your test of faith. You don't know what's coming next. So you're out in the nature and you're doing a little bit of manifesting to try and bring some sort of ending to what is actually going on. you have the Lovers here. So the Lovers talks about the love, the harmony. There is relationships here, the unions and partnership. So this may be I can't think what they call it, like a dating place. You know, it could be that there's this dating place that you're going to be going to try and meet someone. I can't think what it's called. It's like you all go there and the bloke and the woman sit, or the blokes sit down or the women sit down, and then the bloke or the other woman will come in, and then is what they'll do. They'll have so long to talk to you, and then they have to move on to someone else, and then they decide who they like the best. So this could be what this is. It could be that, you know, there is a dating website that you're or a dating place that you're going to be able to connect with more people. I want to pull one of these. Okay, so it says Guardian. So it says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love, awaken my intuition and guide me. I want to pull 3 of these. Believe in yourself. Okay. So it says, if you can find acceptance in everything you do, life will feel like a smooth ride through the countryside. Don't set your mind on something, instead your heart. Don't set your mind on something, instead set your heart on it. It'll come easier and be more fulfilling. Self-care is an act of self-respect. Respect yourself every day. When you feel afraid or anxious, hold your own hand and give it a squeeze. You'll be surprised how much comfort you can give yourself. Embrace the unexpected. Who knows where you might end up? Swap rumination for meditation. Oh, swap rumination for meditation to bring order to a messy mind. The quickest way out of anxiety is through gratitude. Take a break and take a breath. It's okay to appreciate and acknowledge before moving on to the next project. And make a chart of your life and fill it in with your very best memories, a reminder on how far you've come. Messages for Taurus, please. These cards, they give you a message and then you have to fill out your answers. So if you've got a bit of paper, you can do that and keep it with you. See how much you connect with. Okay. So we have, I take pleasure in giving without expectation. So I take pleasure in giving without expectation. And then it says, this week I will give without expectation by. And I'm leaving for you to fill that in. I am open to wonderful new experiences. So I am open to wonderful new experiences. And this week I seek out these new experiences. And I shine brightly with unbridled bliss and harmony. And it says, I shine brightly by. I want 3 of these. They've all flipped. Well done. Three messages for Taurus or for... So we have light. Step into your shadow and breathe light into it. New depths. Unearth, uproot, let go and start again. Nakedness. Vulnerable truth strips us back into being. And origin. Soul groups coming together. And we have 3 of these, please. Three messages for Taurus. It says, Seeker. Search deep down within. The answer lies in your heart and soul. What are your instincts telling you? Witch's hour. Connect with your familiar at midnight. Your inner wolf that guides your intuitions. Knowledge. Knowledge is pure power. Seek it and use it to shape your destiny. And dark horse. Everyone underestimates you. Time to step out of the shadows. Transform to a glowing white mare. That's what I have for you today, Taurus. I thank you for being here. I thank you for all your time. And if I could kindly ask you to like and subscribe, I'd be truly grateful to you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.